Morning. Welcome to the Mayor's Show. Today is a very important show for us and very informative. Today I'm going to introduce to you, if you don't already know, you should know, many years here as a Bensalem policeman and moved up to the ranks, and today is our new Director of Public Safety, Bill McVey. Bill.
Good morning, Mayor.
Good to have you as always. And Bill was, since January, has been our director, and you had quite a getting involved as director. I know a lot of things went on, and unfortunately, we lost our deputy director, Dave Richardson. So in all of this, that was really a down part for all of us. And I know for you, he was one of your best friends besides being deputy director.
Yes, sir.
So our condolences go out to Joanne and her family as always. But we have the director with us today, and I know you've had 6 months in, almost 7, right? Almost 7 months.
In month 7 right now.
Yeah,
yes,
in month 7, and we work very closely together. I mean, myself and the police department, and we have the best. We have the best police department, in my estimation, in the United States. And Bill will tell you about some of the things our police do and how they're vested in so many different ways. And Bill, tell us a little bit about yourself and how we got started here in Bensalem.
So I grew up in Philadelphia in the Parkwood section, and my parents moved to Village Green when it was first built. And I attended St. Charles then for 7th and 8th grade. So I have some roots in Bensalem.
I didn't know you went to St. Charles.
Yes, sir, and I know you went there as well. So
many years ago.
It was a few years after you. But I'm proud of that. And I went off to college at Millersville University in Lancaster, and during my senior year, I wanted to be a police officer. And it just so happened that Bensalem was testing, and I knew Bensalem very well. My parents still lived here. So I, believe it or not, took the test, and I had to leave school early because I got hired. Bensalem was short at the time. I believe that was one of your first big hirings.
Yeah, it was.
You hired 11 of us.
Yeah.
August 13th, 1998. And our former deputy director, Dave Richardson, was there that night with me, and that's where we met.
Yeah.
And so I've been here for, I hit my 25th year this August. So it's been a great journey in Bensalem. And hearing you say you think we're the best in the country, I truly believe that as well, Mayor.
And you worked towards that to bring the department. I mean, you've moved in ranks from the beginning. You didn't just move up to deputy director. I mean,
no,
5 different times sworn in?
Yeah, we have it down pat now. Left hand on the Bible, right hand up, and I get a new badge every time. Yeah, I've been very fortunate. Like all the police officers here, I started in my time as a patrol officer. I was fortunate. I was a K-9 officer for about 7 years, and I made sergeant early on, and I was out in patrol as a supervisor. Then I went to detective, so I was a detective sergeant for 7 years. Where I really learned a lot about criminal investigations and how the whole judicial system works. And then I was fortunate to make command as a lieutenant in 2014. And then obviously in 2018, Deputy Director Ponticelli retired. And at the time, Director Harron selected me for that position, which I was extremely honored to serve as. And then, as we know, Fred left. He's now the sheriff, and there was an opening. And I was very honored and humbled when you gave me the honor to lead the department now. So since January, at that time, I've been in this role, and there's been a lot going on, to say the least. Internally and externally. So it's been a ride so far. But every day I show up, and I'm so honored and proud to serve the residents and lead not only the police department, but fire and EMS here in Bensalem.
Why don't you, real quickly, I know last week we moved people up in ranks. Why don't you talk a little bit about that? Because this is now your department. I mean, you've moved people up where they were openings. So
yes.
Why don't you talk a little bit about that?
So we're a paramilitary organization, like all police departments. And so since January, you and I have promoted 18 individuals. And that might sound alarming to people, but when you're a police officer, we're always training to get people to that next level. Like the military, you have to be ready. Anything can happen. So we always have active lists and people who are trained to take over. And this past week, we promoted 12 individuals. And key for me was recently we promoted Deputy Director Bob Race, who's got 25 years of experience in police, fire, and EMS. So he took over. And then we've recently promoted 3 command officers, Adam Coleman, Jim McGinty, and Mike Shum. So now my command staff is now complete. We have 8 total
Lieutenants.
commanders, and we made multiple sergeants, 4 sergeants, 2 corporals, and 3 detectives.
Right. This is an addition. This is just filling positions. I
This
just
is-
want everybody to know we're not going crazy here making all these positions.
Yeah, no, we stayed within our budget,
Yep.
which is very important, and we have 105 sworn police officers in Bensalem. So these moves were all to fill ranks.
Right.
That didn't deplete the streets. We're still in that. We just hired 5 officers as well, and we're slated to hire. We're down 5 right now, so we're slated to hire 5 more before the year's end to get us back to that allocation of 105.
So we're getting there, and to make a full force again, of course. And we're always at that. People retire, different things, and so we're always maybe 1 or 2 short, but now we're 5 short. But the rankings were important. I mean, moving these officers up, because the command staff is very important. I mean, you just, it's no different here. You know, we have directors on every, and then we have people managing under that. So that's very important to have that staffing and making it work right.
I couldn't, emphasize that more because, we believe in the team philosophy, and to be a true team, you need leadership. And not having that, the first 6 months, I'd really like to compliment the men who served as the current command staff. Sure, they all stepped up. The whole department stepped up. And to be the leader of that and see people step up voluntarily and help to keep the ship moving forward. Now we got reinforcements coming in, younger people. They have some new ideas. And it's just really going to take us to another level, in my opinion, Mayor. And it's really going to benefit all the residents of Bensalem.
Yeah, and I want you to understand that myself and council make sure that they have the tools to do this, and the training. I mean, that's so important. I mean, you see what goes on around the country. I feel as though I feel safe here in Bensalem because our men and women are trained the right way to make sure that any incident comes up, that we're ready for. And I think we are. I'm on a daily basis. I know keep up with the school district. I mean, you make sure of all these things you hear around the schools and everything. So, and I know you'll continue that because I know that's a big part of what you do.
I think the main tenets I look at are 4 things. It's the teamwork aspect, which is working within ourselves, the
Right.
township, and then the extended team, which is the community. We need to work together with our community. Training, which you just said, is our number 2 priority. We see what's going on in Philadelphia right now, the dangers that are out there every single day. We need our men and women to be trained the best. This past week, we just did an exercise with all school district leadership, principals, the superintendent's office on a tabletop exercise where we had the key players from the police, fire, and EMS work with the school district. And that's very vital
so
in today's
important.
environment.
Absolutely.
And then we also focus on technology, Mayor. And you see it now firsthand, the crimes that we're solving and preventing with technology. And we got to keep building that. But traditional policing still needs to be out there. And the men and women on the street are our most important commodity to deter crime, to help people, and to arrest people when they commit crimes, because we don't tolerate Bensalem. It's not lawlessness here. We enforce the law here.
Yeah, and you all know we're next to Philadelphia. We border Philadelphia. And you don't know how to say this, but that crime comes into Bensalem. And it's just so difficult here, and we wish we had more not with the police department. The Philadelphia Police Department works as us hand in hand. It's just that their political entity down there just doesn't seem to, I guess, get it. I don't know what to tell you. But anyway, we're going to make sure that doesn't come here in Bensalem. And it hasn't. If you remember when there were riots and there were close the town off. Am I right?
So great point, Mayor, about where we're positioned with Philadelphia. Philadelphia just hit its 300th murder. What a travesty to see that. And they have had over 700 carjackings. So what we direct our people to do is go out and be very visible in the community. We have to send a clear message to any would-be criminals. They come to Bensalem, if they commit a crime, they will be prosecuted. But more importantly, we want to prevent that crime and deter them. Have them turn around, go back down to Philly, go back to Trenton, stay out of our community. And we just hired 5 new officers. 4 of them were from Philadelphia, as you're aware. And to see them, how they felt the day they were sworn in, to see the support by you, the support by our council, and the community, they were excited to hit the streets and go out and do the job that they love, now having that support. And it really does make a difference to our guys on the street, Mayor,
Of
knowing
course
that
it
you
does.
back them.
You have to, and that's the easiest part. What we have to do here, as myself and council, is to back our police to make sure they have the police do the job. That's the important thing. But everybody knows I'm a team guy. We talk about teams as you do, as teams are the most important thing. Why don't you tell us a little bit about, through the years, our department, how it has escalated, how we have different, I'm trying to think of the.
Certifications.
Certifications, yes.
So great point. Currently, Bensalem, we are PLEAC certified through the state of Pennsylvania, and we're also CALIA certified, which is the true gold standard in policing. We're the only department in Bucks County, and this is going on since 2014. We've had these certifications, Mayor, and we're very proud of that. And by having them, it gives us the community a sense of knowing we're a professional police department. We get evaluated every year, and then every 4 years they physically come here to inspect our policies, our building, any incidents we've handled to make sure we're in compliance.
Yeah.
So that's a ever-changing process and something we always evaluate. But really, where we've really grown is some of the technological advances. Our DNA program since 2010 is now replicated in the whole county of Bucks. It's in Montgomery County, Chester County, Delaware County. So we've really expanded that, and we're working with Philadelphia now as well. And then also the use of the technology with the intersection cameras. We're going to be unveiling another program very soon to the community that's going to just get more community input and more community interaction with their Ring cameras and their surveillance systems if they want to help us. So I'm very excited about that. And we're going to keep looking for the latest and the best to keep our township safe and keep our residents safe.
You know, we talk about Philadelphia, and I want to go back to the police department in Philadelphia because we work very closely with them. Actually, the FOP, when I ran last year, endorsed me for mayor here in Bensalem Township because they know how we are with our police department. And I think they know the problems they have down the city. So hopefully that all gets straightened out. I hope it will in Philadelphia. But right now, their police department, I want to make sure you understand that. I'm not putting anything about the Philadelphia Police Department. You have a very close relationship with them, as you do with the FBI and all the police surroundings here. He works together with them. He does his job. And Bill, I'll give you the last word. Anything you want to add or say anything we've been talking about?
I'd just like to again thank you, thank the whole township, our council, thank everyone for the support, but really just say I'm honored to be in this position, and we hold our people accountable, and they do a really great job. Our police officers, all the men and women, our firemen, and our EMS, they work together as one, and we're unlike any other community, and I really hope the residents realize that. And if there's anything they ever need, they can certainly get a hold of me or my staff, and we need to work together as one. So we're going to keep doing a great job, Mayor. We're going to keep getting better, and the main goal is keeping our people safe and improving the quality of life here in Bensalem.
Bill.
Thanks, boss.
Good to have you here today.
It's
God
great to be
bless
here.
you. Until next time, everybody, God bless.